And welcome back to my channel. And I thought I would hop on and talk about chronic health and the assumptions and judgments based on people who have chronic health issues and disabilities. I was honoured and blessed to be on that Crohn's chick panel earlier, and she did a stream on this exact topic, and I thought I would hop on and talk about it and get people's views and interests on it. And it's just something I want to continue discussing, whether you live with a chronic health issue or a disability issue, or you just want to get advice about how to support people with a chronic health issue or a disability, then now's your chance to ask any questions that you may want to ask and something that you may want to talk about. And yeah, so I just thought I would hop on and answer any questions people may have about chronic health with regards to either autism or anxiety, anything like that. Hey, BWY Adventures, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I appreciate you being here right now. And yeah, I might plug in my headphones actually, because I know that last time I was getting some echo, so I might just plug in my headphones. I hope your meal out was good. BWYA. Let me just plug in my headphones so I don't keep getting feedback um, from the phone. Right. There we go. I hope everyone is well and that they can hear me. And I hope that everyone's having a good evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, or good morning, depending if you're in Australia and other places like that. But I just thought I'd come on and talk about chronic health and disability and the judgments that can follow it. And this is a ongoing discussion from that Crohn's chick channel, who I was on her panel earlier, and we were discussing some really good key points and facts about chronic health that people may not understand. And I just want to come online and discuss it. And hey, Mark, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you can hear me, BWYA. I just wanted to put on my headphones because I was getting a lot of feedback earlier on my stream. So hopefully the feedback will stop now, and hopefully you guys can all hear me. So now I've got my headphones on so that I can hear everything. And yeah, so I thought I'd come online and just talk about chronic health and kind of offer some advice and how we can help support each other through our disabilities and chronic health issues. And hopefully you guys can ask me some questions and we can just have a nice open discussion about how to talk about it. And yeah, Mark is a local person to me, BWIA. He lives literally about half an hour away from me, via a train ride, or about 45 minutes on the bus. Hey, Flat Earth Forums, how you doing? Good to see you. I hope everything is doing well. It's good to see you. So I just thought I would talk about chronic health, as I was on that Crohn's chick channel earlier, and she was talking about chronic health and the stereotypes of it. And I thought I'd keep the discussion ongoing and basically go live and see who's on and see who ought to hop on and just talk about it. And it's an important topic for me to discuss. I think as someone with autism, it's important to talk about chronic health issues that can come up with autism. And there is many facets to it, and that depends whether you have a mental health issue or anxiety issue, or if you have a underlining issue, so whether that's ADHD or anything like that. I'm just going to readjust myself on my bed so I can see you all. There we go. So I can see who's here. 4 of you. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's good to see you all. I appreciate you all being here right now to see me being live, and I look a mess, so I apologise. I'm like sunburnt and stuff, so I thought I'd just come online and see you all and talk about, like I say, chronic health and the stereotypes of it and what it's like to live with autism, and kind of give you some snapshot of how to support someone who may have a disability like I have that's not always obvious to the human outside, and there's things that you don't see. So anxiety things like having panic attacks and not being able to breathe and feeling like you're being suffocated and stuff like that can be quite overwhelming. Hey Eric, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, good to see you. I appreciate you being here, Eric. Thanks for being here. That really does mean a lot to me. So yeah, this is a stream about chronic health and the stereotypes and judgments that people go through. So I just want to make people aware this is a chronic health discussion, and we're going to be pretty much just opening it up to discussion and letting people talk about their experiences of what you've been through or what you're going through. And you know that you're always welcome to come and share your thoughts and feelings with me on this stream. On my channel, it's a safe place where you can talk about it and talk about things that are bothering you. And yeah, it's just a interactive way of getting your thoughts and feelings across. And it's just something I've become really passionate about after being on that Crohn's Chick channel earlier. I was really pumped to talk about this. It's something that shouldn't be hidden in the community. And hello, it's Hadio Owls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. I appreciate you being here. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and do a brief stream and talk about like chronic health with regards to autism and anxiety and other issues. And feel free to put in the chat and interact with me. I just want people's opinions and see what you guys go through on a daily basis. And for me, it's really important to be able to talk to you guys and be able to see what you guys go through every day with regards to your own health battles. So it's not just me and what I go through, but you guys, what you face all the time. And I did notice you, Italio Owls. I did say hello to you, and yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you being here, and this is just um, a chat about chronic health and kind of, like I say, I live with autism. I basically am passionate about spreading awareness of autism and helping professionals and non-professionals understand it properly, and giving advice on how to better support people who are assessed or diagnosed with it. And at the same time, I want to open the floor up to other people as well. So I want to open it up so that they can talk about their chronic health issues and what they're facing and what they go through. So it's not just about the core message of my channel, but I want to try and help people have a platform where they feel safe to talk and where they feel that they can join in and tell me things. And that's what my channel is about. It's a safe place to uh, talk about things. And yeah, I just want to come online and, you know, talk about it and kind of get a feel of what people are going through. And it's just a really positive way of talking about a lot of different chronic health issues and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just want to come on here and kind of give people a voice. And okay, Jules, take care. Have a good night, my friend. Sleep well. Thank you for hopping in and saying hello. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you tomorrow on the phone. Yeah, my phone overheated earlier, so it's kind of being put on charge when I go to bed shortly. So I just thought to come online and kind of do a brief stream, but I was kind of feeling pumped and want to get my message out, so I just thought I'd come on and talk to people and see who's on. Love you too, Jules. Take care, honey. I appreciate you being on. Hey, Terry. How you doing, Terry C? Good to see you, hon. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've seen you anywhere, but welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I'm just talking about chronic health and discussion to talk about it and interact with people in the chat and share what people have been going through and how they cope with being in a chronic health condition or having a condition that is life limiting or lifelong, depending on how you see it. And yeah, so I just thought I'd come on and talk about chronic health and my situation. So chronic health to me is something that not a lot of people understand with me. I can get really, really exhausted. I can get really anxious to the point that I don't want to be on social media. I get really overwhelmed with the amount of communication. I can basically shut myself away if I need to. And a lot of the time people just say, oh, that should be no sensitive. No, it actually isn't. I'm sorry to hear that, Terry. I'm sorry to hear that you're having a bad day, Terry. I hope things get a lot better for you, my friend. Yeah. So I just want to come on and talk about chronic health and kind of the stereotypes of how to not help somebody, but at the same time try and help somebody. We're all different regardless of where we come from and what we have wrong with us. Like we all come from a background of doing hello, that Crohn's chick. Hello, 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 hello. I'm doing good. How are you? Do you want to hop on up, Shani? Hey Marie's Parafam UK Love Wins. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. That Crohn's chick, I can invite you if you want to come up on the panel. We can do. We can carry on the discussion that we were having earlier. I just felt pumped to come on and do a stream and try and talk about chronic health and like. If you want to come on, Shani, I can drop the link for you in the chat. You can come up for a few minutes and we can kind of briefly carry on what we were talking about earlier. I think there's quite a lot that we could talk about and kind of get people thinking on the chronic health judgments and stuff like that. I think it's quite a big area of getting people to understand. Okay, let me invite you. Hold on a second. Let me just copy that. Click back onto the stream. Click in here. Click pay. No, that one. Okay, Shani, there you go. There's the link for you, sweetie. I've just put it in the chat for you. Gemma, anxiety, depression, exhaustion. Exactly, Terry. I know, darling. I have anxiety myself. I know. It's no fun. Trust me. I know, sweetie. I'm gonna just sit myself up properly so I can not hurt my back and have my laptop nearer to me so I can see everything. And Shani, I've dropped the link in the chat, sweetie. So if you want to hop on up, I just dropped the link for you in the chat. So you should be able to hop onto it. Yeah, so I just dropped it in the chat, Shani, if you want to click it. And yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. The 5 people that are here. It's awesome to see you. I know, Mark, we all have it to some degree, Mark. I know I've experienced it myself and I have anxiety and it's not pleasant. It really, really isn't. It's really a deep, dark feeling and anxiety controls me 90% of the time, and it's 10% where I'm in between focusing and trying to not let it control me, but at the same time I have to kind of deal with everyday life. So I kind of have no choice in the matter. Shani, I've dropped the link in the chat, sweetie, if you want to pop on for a few minutes. I've dropped it in the chat for you so you can come on. I've got an itchy face now, lovely. I almost want to feel numb to stuff because there are days where I run out of everything. Terry, I completely agree with you, sweetheart. Absolutely. And we're going to be adding Shani to the chat. Hey. Hi. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I was feeling pumped and motivated after your panel. So I was just like, you know what? I wasn't going to bed. I was like, nah, I can't go to bed. I'm too pumped. So I was just like, I'm going to go live, damn it, and just kind of talk
Wonderful.
about. So I thought I'd hop on and continue this sort of conversation. And who better than to have the expert who was doing the panel about it? So I had the expert on here to kind of give it more detail and depth about it. I can chip in little bits of what I've already said, but Shani's the one who inspired me to do this stream. So yeah,
Aww.
I thought I'd just come on here and kind of talk to people and offer advice. And like I say, I have the number one expert who was doing this exact topic earlier. So
Thank you. Yeah, I thought I'd hop on. I've got a podcast, actually, I've been invited onto for StreamYards in
Ooh.
about an hour. So I thought I'd hop on. Mike from the Creative Spotlight actually knows some of the guys that do
Oh,
it. We're
wow.
having an interview with them on Saturday. But we're also, we've been invited to hop on and have a chat about our experience with StreamYards today. So I thought I'd hop on here. I'm having some food at the moment. Have a chat with you, darling. And then hop on over there in a little bit.
Oh, wow. Look at you. You're chatting
Busy.
to StreamYard executives.
I
Wow.
know. You can thank Mike for that. He's fabulous.
So, guys, if you don't know who this lovely, amazing lady is, her name is Shani, and she goes by that Crohn's Chick channel. She does a lot of inspirational interviews, and she has lived experiences with Crohn's, and she doesn't let that define her. She's very, very active about disability awareness and how to deal with it in a positive way rather than letting it control you. And she kind of gives you tips and tricks of how to look after yourself. And wow, it's completely opened my eyes to a lot of how to improve my diet and things like that. And guys, seriously, if you want tips about how to be better healthy and how to look after your body, and especially as Shine says, love your guts, definitely go and check the channel out, because by God, you will learn more than what I've learned in a short space of time. But definitely go and check my friend out. Also, I am going to plug it again. I know that people probably get annoyed with me, but please, 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 guys. I know there's not a lot of you here, but Shani could really do with your support, and her partner Ben are trying to get Ben over to come and see her in Australia. Please, guys, if you feel that you could support, go and click on her page. Her details are on her page. I will link them after the stream as well. I will drop her details in the video description so you guys can go and check her out. Please try and help her if you can. I would really appreciate it, because Ben really does need to go over to see her, and I want to connect them. So please go over there and check her out and try and help her out if you can. I would really, really appreciate it. Like I say, I will drop links for her. This lovely lady is the expert on chronic health. She literally does a lot. Hello, Ben. How are you
Ben's in the
doing?
chat.
Yeah, I just saw him pop on. Hey, Ben. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. It's I do it for my family, you know. I know people would do that for me, so if I want to get you two connected, then you deserve to meet up, and you've been talking about some forward for quite some time now, so it's a case of just trying to get the final bits put together, and if you guys can help, then that would be fantastic, and I would really appreciate it. And I know Shani and Ben would too. So it's just a case of getting you two to finally get that final little barrier, just to yeah. So I'm
Oh,
trying to push it a little bit so I can support you. And Ben, you're an amazing guy, and you're a very, very lucky man, because you've got a very, very amazing woman in here. Hey Mika, how you doing? Good to see you, and Haunted Trucking as well. But yeah, Shani is the expert on chronic health, guys. Seriously, if you don't know her channel, I can't stress enough, you need to go and subscribe and ring the bell, leave some genuine comments. She has some inspirational live streams and really, really helps a lot of people. I've been blessed to be on her panel quite a few times recently, and it's really helped me to think about things in different perspectives. So it's a really different way of improving communication. If you want to know more about chronic health, then definitely go over there and see what it's about. And it's a really big community family. We're all connected, and Shani's just amazing host. So please go and subscribe to my sister from another Mister over here, and go and check out her channel. She's a really, really good lady. So yeah, her channel is just amazing. I can't stress it how I really, really love her channel. So yeah, she does a lot of good things for the community, and she's just a really trooper. I see her live nearly everywhere. She's very, very,
yeah.
very active on the YouTube platform.
Well,
Very,
everyone
very
keeps
active.
leaving the door open for me, and I just keep marching on through.
Oh yeah, exactly. You're more than welcome to my channel anytime. You know that you, Ben, anybody. It's a case of helping you, and it helps me with my communication, and knowing that I can go back and forwards with you in chat, and I don't have to feel like I'm kind of on a on a sort of time target, or I don't have to think, oh, I can't talk about certain things, because we're pretty much open as it goes with chronic health. So we pretty
Yes.
much don't hold anything back, pretty much. So that's why I have this lovely lady on my panel, because I get to talk to her and we get to just be like, we're here, we're not going to hide anything. So we're pretty much honest about everything that we go through every day, pretty much.
Yes, honest truth about chronic health. That's what we talk about, quite a lot of the time. And,
yes, and
we're
her
always open to suggestions. So please, send any requests through. If you have any suggestions for videos, just let me know.
Yes, and Mika has a question for you. He says, what does Crohn's mean?
Okay, so Crohn's is a autoimmune disease that comes under the banner of inflammatory bowel disease. So with inflammatory bowel disease, you get Crohn's, you get ulcerative colitis. You're kind of on a spectrum. And depending on where the immune system attacks your body, which is what happens with inflammatory bowel disease, depends on whether you have Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. So I've got Crohn's. Basically, my immune system has malfunctioned. It believes there's an issue in my body when there isn't one, so it's creating antibodies to attack my guts. It causes a lot of pain, causes a lot of inflammation. It can cause lacerations, ulcers, that sort of thing. It makes it very hard for me to eat some days. I'm having a bit of trouble eating at the moment.
Ouch.
You're getting really sick, yeah. And so because of that, you can start to get other health issues as well. A secondary issue I've now got is arthritis. My immune system is now attacking my muscles and joints. So it's one of those things where it's autoimmune, the immune system's malfunctioned, and it's attacking my body. Because it's attacking mainly my gut, I fall under inflammatory bowel disease. Specific diagnosis is Crohn's. So that's what it is.
Wow. So it affects you quite a lot, because obviously now it's attacking, like you say, the arthritis, and you do so well with it, like how you present yourself and how you come out with the information. I'm just like, it totally blows me away. I don't think about how the side effects can affect you, like eating. I didn't really realize how that impacted you till you said about it. I was like, that makes sense, because it's kind of similar to autism in a way, because I'm very, very sensitive to food, and for me to eat food at all, I'm very, very picky. It has to be something I like, that's routine, that I know is going to taste good. Otherwise, I'm like, nope, I can go without it. It's fine. I don't want to touch it. But if it's something I know that I like and it's good for me, then I'll eat it. But if it's something I'm not sure if it's new, then I'm like, no, I will stay away. So I kind of understand that the food issue is not brilliant.
No, and having to constantly adapt and change it, because technically Crohn's, it's not diet related. It just happens that because obviously food has to pass through your GI tract and all these places. If you've got inflammation, it's kind of like a sunburn on the inside of your organs, like a really severe sunburn. And so when your skin's that sensitive, for example, if you tap it, if you scratch it, it causes a lot of pain. So imagine that if you were to scratch a sunburn, that's like food passing through your intestines. So it scratches, and it causes a lot of pain. It causes you to feel sick. A lot of the time, someone with Crohn's will also have irritable bowel syndrome, which is where the bacteria in your gut reacts to food in a not so great way, which can cause very similar symptoms. The two are often misdiagnosed and misconstrued for the other. But getting better at talking about it, I had no idea how to explain it before I started YouTube. But I think because I talk about it so much, I literally just go into autopilot and go, okay, it's autoimmune. I've worked out the best way to simplify it so it's easy to understand, because it is complicated. Autoimmune issues and gut issues are complicated. That's the easiest way without getting like super scientific, because I'm not a doctor. I don't need to get scientific about it. It's not my job. No one wants to hear scientific crap anyway. But that's basically the gist of it. And it does, when you get one chronic health issue, you're likely to get another, whether that's mental or physical. Most people will have between 1 and 8 chronic health issues. That's the average for a chronic health sufferer in Australia and in the US and UK. So, between 1 and 8, it sucks.
It's like, people know that I have anxiety, and I think I have IBS, because oh my god, my stomach all the time is constantly gurgling and burning, and I'm just like, why won't you stop? I have pain as soon as I wake up, as soon as I go to bed, I have the same pain. I'm like, oh, what the hell? And I've been to the doctors and nothing seems to get done. And I'm like, I swear I'm convinced I have IBS. I have shooting pain. Going to the loo is pain. I wake up, I have pain. I sweat. And I'm just like, oh. And then I read about it with relating to autism. I'm like, oh, okay. A lot of people with autism do have problems with their guts and their intestines and stuff like that. I'm like, that makes
Yeah.
sense now. Now I understand it. I'm like, okay, I should accept it as part of being autistic. I'm like, I'll deal with it, and don't focus on it. And I'm like, okay, it's just part of me. I have to deal with it. But oh, I suffer badly. I'm like, ow.
Yeah. No, and
So
it's crazy how many people it's hitting now. The amount of people I talk to that have celiac disease, dairy intolerances, IBS, Crohn's, autoimmune, all these other issues, it's becoming really, really prevalent now. How many gut issues are happening, and there's so many theories as to why. I've got a couple of basic ones, obviously, like diet and lifestyle. But end of the day, it's getting more and more common, and doctors are getting much quicker at diagnosing it. I did see the question in the chat from Hanging with Mr. J about how did I find out about that I had Crohn's. It was a lengthy process, my friend. They have to rule out everything else before they diagnosed me with that. So I had blood tests, I went to a dietitian, I went to a therapist. They thought it was PTSD, stress, and IBS. They didn't think it was Crohn's. So to find out, the only way you can find out if you've got Crohn's is to have a colonoscopy and or endoscopy. So that's when they insert a camera to check your bowel. Yeah. They check your bowel, they take biopsies, and they diagnose it from there. That's the only way to get like a definitive answer. That and an MRI is another one on your small intestine, if that's where the Crohn's is. So yes, they call it bum to gum disease. It affects you anywhere from your mouth to your rectum.
Wow, that's so interesting because I've never known that Crohn's could be diagnosed that way, and I know that some of my family members have been diagnosed with Crohn's, and now because I've learned so much from you, I can go to my family's house and be like, oh, so how's your pain today? How do you feel physically? How do you feel emotionally? I actually sit there and question them, and I'm like, tell me, don't hide it from me. Let me know how you are. And people are like, Gemma, why all of a sudden are you asking these questions? I'm like, because I want to support you. I want to be able to help you and make sure that you're not in pain. And if you are, I can try and help you and minimize it and stuff. And people are like, where are you getting this from? I'm like, my friend Shani, she lives with Crohn's. I check her channel. I talk to her all the time. And I said, it's just little things that she's told me. I'm like, oh, if I ask that question, it's going to enable the better communication. So for me, it's just trying to improve me and my family's communication. And it does work wonders. Just one simple little question makes it so much more easy to go, so, how are you? How was your day? And I'm like, so it's just...
I feel the same way because I hear a different chronic health issue almost every week. And people come on and tell their stories and whatnot. So when I interact with people in real life, like over the weekend, we had my brother's birthday. And my mum's brother has a new girlfriend. And we got to meet her. She was really lovely, but she started talking about hypothyroidism. And that recently she's been found out she's vitamin D deficient. She was feeling really fatigued. Her thyroid gland was malfunctioning, And straight away, I knew what she was talking about because I've spoken to people. I don't have thyroid issues. I know it can be caused by medication. It can be caused by autoimmune. It can be caused by diet, genetics. But I learned all of that because I spoke to people with it. And straight away, I was like, oh, yeah, I've got a friend who's got hyperthyroidism. I know the difference between two. There's hypo and hyper. And I was able to talk to her. She's like, how did you know that? I went, I have a chronic health channel. I talk about this stuff every week. And so now she's subscribed and she's watching the videos.
Oh, wow.
So I'm learning too. This helps me. I've got a few cousins that are autistic. And so speaking to you helps me to better understand where they're coming from as well. And Ben, I didn't mean it towards you goose. No one scientific crap. I didn't mean you. He's like a nutrition science coach. She's very scientific. So it's like, sorry, babe. Sorry.
Gilbert has a question for both of us. He's put, Shani and Gemma, how do you deal with the emotional impact of having chronic illness? I'll let Shani answer that first.
One, take it day by day. Two, don't be afraid to talk about it. It is a part of who you are. It doesn't have to define who you've become. And three, my YouTube channel. It's like daily therapy. It's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, and it's the last thing I check at the end of the day. So being able to relate and connect with other people who are sick too, even if it's not the same chronic health issue, we all go through very similar sort of social struggles. And, you know, if you've got serious physical health, mental health usually follows after, vice versa. So I find talking about it, just owning it and not being ashamed of it really helps with my mental health. And that's why I named my channel That Crohn's Chick. There's a funny story behind how I actually figured out the name, but the reason why I named it that is because it helped me own who I was. It helped me get over the grieving stages of chronic illness. You know, it helped me own it and kind of take control back of my life. So
I think for all of us, it's kind of, in that aspect, and to answer Gilbert's question, I think for me, it's because I wanted to start my YouTube channel to help people understand what autism was, because back when I got diagnosed, it was still very, very raw for some people, and hearing the word autism, they're like, oh, does that mean that you're mentally damaged, and does that mean that you can't cope with certain stuff? Yes, to a degree, but it doesn't control me all the time, but it's the judgments of people think that because I have this label around my head that I can't function, that I need constant supervision, which isn't the case. I pretty much function 90% on my own, but there's days that I said to Shani where I'll attempt to come online, but I've had so much socialization to do that I'm on a very... It's like having a tank. Once this tank gets squished and there's only so much room left to function, and so you just go, okay, I've had enough. I don't want to do it. I just have to shut myself away. But most of the time, I kind of leave about this much room. So I know, okay, someone might need me on a message or someone might need me on a phone call. I want to save the energy for that phone call. So I need to try and be happy and social and all that kind of stuff. So doing this helps me to do that, because otherwise I would be squashing myself and pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So it's kind of, it gives me that space to do that. So yeah,
absolutely. And hanging with Mr. J, I did see a comment saying it's hard when you have cerebral palsy. Sorry if I said that wrong. And dealing with the issues. Funny you mentioned that. I've been contacted by an author's manager. There's a lady called Kia Brown, a young woman in the US, I think, who has cerebral palsy, and she will actually be coming onto my channel to do an interview next week. She's about to release a book talking about what it's like being a young woman in America with that. So I'm actually going to be covering that and doing some research for that on my channel next week.
Oh, awesome. This is going to be so good, guys. This is the reason why I want to do this stream, because I wanted to carry on discussion. I was so motivated and pumped up by Shani's amazing stream. I was just like, you know what? I don't want to go to bed now. I'm not tired. I was like, you know what? I still got energy. I'm still buzzing. I'm like, you know what? Go live, see who's on. And I know that Shani said she was going to be around for a little bit. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go live, see what happens. And I saw your wonderful face pop into the chat, and I was like, yep, let's go. So I just sat here and was trying to explain sort of chronic health and what your channel is about. And I was like, guys who don't know this person, and boom, in your walk, I'm like, oh, cool. So it's like, yeah.
I ditched Ben. I actually ditched Ben to come and talk to you as well. We were having a chat, and I made some food, and I put my headphone in to listen to your live stream, and also had him on a private call at the same time. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm watching Gemma's live stream," and I think she's asking me to come on the panel, so I'm gonna have to go. And straight, he's like, "You're abandoning me." I'm like, "For Gemma, yes."
Oh no, Ben, I'm sorry.
I talk to him out. We video call each other like twice a day. And then he's on my
Oh.
channel. We're on live stream. So we spend a good 3-4 hours all up usually with video calls a day. So he gets enough of my time, darling. I gotta share my stuff out. Especially after what you did today on my channel. Like I thank you so much. We actually raised $110,
Yay.
which I've sent over to them. Yeah. So thank you so much.
I just wanted to do. I know I was trying to be very careful of how I did that because I didn't want people to sort of be, oh, Gemma's begging, or like she's trying to beg on Shani's channel. Da, 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 da. So I was like, well, if you want to help Shani and Ben out, and you feel that you want to promote the channel, and I kind of the clever way of doing it, I'm like, if you want to like support the fam and da da da, da and people like they'll do it because I put it in a certain context. Whereas if I say, oh, donate to the channel, do this, they're gonna be like, oh, another beggar. No, 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 no. I wasn't doing it for that. I was doing it to, support, encourage, and inspire people to want to make change. And so, yay! Thank you very much, everybody who donated to Shani and to Ben. That is a massive encouragement to me and does mean the world to both them and to me as well. So, thank you very much. And Shani's amazing, guys. Seriously, her content is super. Aww. She has a lot of amazing guests on. Her uncle was so funny the other day. I was watching your cooking stream, your uncle. And there's the bit that made me a bit jumpy when he was holding the knives near you, and I could see that he was like swinging his hand. I'm just like, and I'm like sitting there going, oh my god, this knife's like right near Shani's face. I'm like,
yeah. Did you notice my chair started like?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I was just like, oh, and I could see. Yeah, I could see it going near you. I'm like, oh my god. I was sitting there going like this. I was like, but it was so fun and so good. Like seeing you cooking together and interacting about the food. I was just like, this is so fun and you're so natural. Like you two had that natural chemistry that you and Ben do. It's like so good to see you both interacting and seeing you have that experience. And I'm hoping to actually get my sister on my channel at some point to talk about being a sibling of someone with autism. So I'm going to try and get her to come on and be like, this is how I deal with Gemma. And my sister's 3 years younger than me, so it's kind of be interesting to see what she says about me. But she's very aware of YouTube and likes to talk to me about stuff. And I'm like, well, if you want to come on and give your voice, just hop on with me and be like, hello. I'm sure people like to see you. And she's like, will they? I'm like, yeah. So I'm going to hopefully get her on and be like, surprise.
My whole family's been on my channel now. Like I literally had a live stream with my dad last night. He hopped on to talk about what it's like to be a parent. My stepmom's a nurse. She'll be coming onto the channel to talk about in-home care and talking about being a medical health professional, supporting chronic health sufferers. Yeah. We've got my Uncle Jay, who's a cook. He's been cooking for years, makes some amazing food. Which I get to eat, which is fabulous. It's very delicious. And he messages me early in the week, so all right, so this is what we're doing. He tells me everything. I don't tell you guys what he's cooking. That's a surprise. I'll tell you the main sort of ingredients. There's 2 ingredients, sort of 2 meals, but I'll leave it as a surprise. But I get the messages. I know what he's cooking. I'm just like, I'm waiting for Thursday. So I can have that food.
Yeah.
I think probably, but I don't care. I'm going to eat it anyway.
Yes, exactly. Do eat. Like if you're eating your dinner like now and stuff, like feel free to eat it. Like I don't want you sitting there going,
should I not eat it or something? It's like, yeah. And even like whether I could eat it or not, I would still eat it anyway. Whether my guts liked it or not, it's so good.
Yeah, I actually ordered some Tim Tams the other day. I'm actually waiting for them to arrive because I found a Australian snack box website. I'm like, I want Tim Tams, I want this. And I'm like, Shani's been talking about these foods. I'm like, I've got to get around to doing it. So I went online the other day. I was like, Australian snacks. I'm like, bang, 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 bang. Order, done.
I'm going to do that with Ben when he gets here. I'm going to introduce him. Like, one of the first things we're going to do is get him to have kangaroo meat.
Ooh.
Yes, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Get him lots of different food. We're going to go grocery shopping pretty quickly. So I can show him what like Coles and Woolies are like, and yeah.
Oh wow! You guys are gonna have so much fun. Like you and Ben are just so funny together. It's amazing to see how you collaborate and how you communicate to each other. You're so good. Like, I watched the first stream, I'm like, it's like you guys have been friends for years. Like, it was just so natural, the chemistry, and I'm like, what? I wish I could do that. Like, I get super nervous. I'm like, even sitting here now, I know you're my sister and I love you and I adore you, and even I still get nervous now. I'm sitting here going, and it's nerve wracking. But seeing you in bed, I'm like, why am I so nervous when you two are just so fluent? And I'm like, ah.
Yeah, it's interesting to meet someone, Ben is as passionate about health as I am. And we support each other in everything. Like, very quickly, the first time we had a video chat was offline. Like, I messaged him on Twitter, so I kind of instigated the whole thing. He teases me about this. I messaged him on Twitter because I saw him on Prisha Studios, I saw him on other channels, and I cottoned on that he was nutrition and fitness. I was like, ooh, that would be really great for the channel. I'm going to message him.
Yeah.
We had our first video chat. Now, no word of a lie. We talked for like 5 hours non-stop in our first video chat. We non-stop talked. And we talk pretty much every day. Lately we video chat every day outside of the channel. We're constantly messaging each other. We both got similar passions. We both got similar hobbies. And it's just ridiculously easy to talk to him. And we're constantly in communication. So it's kind of like a natural step to kind of evolve into a relationship. I was very reserved about it. I was in a bit of denial, but beautifully, Ben is quite a patient fellow, and he waited for me to get with the program. And he just, flat out, we just kind of asked each other last week, and here we are.
You're very both natural people, though. That's the thing. Like, you're very patient. Like, you have that kind, considerate nature to you. So, I guess for you two, it's just a natural gel of communicating, working it out. And I've seen you grow so much. Like, when I first met you, I'm like, wow, this girl is going to make such a difference. And now, how you've grown, I'm like, wow, you've grown so much as a person over the last, 2-3 months that I've got to know you. I'm like, it's so impressive to see your journey. You've really, really come out yourself.
Yes, absolutely. I'm so glad that you've spotted that. Obviously, you look for that.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
very, very aware, and I certainly feel it. I feel so relaxed doing this. This is, it's that feeling of, this is what I'm meant to be doing. This is what I've been looking for. And even had my dad on the live stream last night, say thank you to everyone for supporting me. And I've never seen my daughter this focused. Like, there's, I'm up at 5 a.m. at my parents' house after babysitting my brother doing a live stream. Like, everything works around this. This is what I'm passionate about. So yeah, thank you for saying that.
I think everyone has that calling in them. I think it's when you find that deep calling within yourself, and you know that you're destined to do something. Like, YouTube has been the best thing for me by far. The last 4 years, I've found my footing. I find where I belong on the platform, and it really opens the world up in a lot more detail. Whereas before, I was very, very restricted. I'd only do certain things. Whereas now, people, why don't you try and do an interview, or why don't you try and do a panel? And I'm like, are you nuts? What? And people are like, Gemma, try it. I'm like, no way. No. So I did my first panel with Cab 7 a few days ago, and it was nuts. It was like 3 and a bit hours of just laughing and joking and being chilled. I'm like, what? Did that actually happen? It's like, it was crazy. And now I'm trying to get onto the sort of chronic health chats and getting people aware about health and how to look after yourself. And you've helped me really focus my channel and where I want to be with it, and kind of get people educated. And it's definitely been the best thing for me. And Ben's got a message for you. He says, I've been patiently waiting, and Shani was worth the wait. Anyways, I have to take the puppy out later, Gemma, and at that Chronic, I hope you have a great chat. Take care, Ben. Have a good day. Hope the puppy goes for a nice walk. Thank you for being here. And I'll probably catch you at some point later on in another stream, I should imagine. And Premier Hale says bye to Ben as well. We've actually got some good people in here. Chrissy's in here. I don't know who else I've missed. Mr. J, Gilbert, Dr. Fish. Hey, Dr. Fish, good to see you. I know you popped in for a bit. Haunted Trucking. Yeah, so it's nice to have people in here who enjoy the discussion and get to know you more as a person, and that's what I want. I want people to see your channel for what it is, and see you as the actual person, see Shani for the fun person she is, because believe me, she's a lot of fun. She has she was live the other day, and she was on the public bus. It was so fun seeing you travel on that bus. Like, I was glued. I was like watching like the whole time with my headphones on. I'm like, where is she gone? Where is she? And then you're like, I'm like, wow, where did she come from? Like,
just going for a walk, catching a bus, going shopping. Bye, guys.
it was really nice to see you outside and seeing you in your local community. And like, you've inspired me to do a lot more of that myself. Like, I uploaded my camping vlog yesterday, and people like, you never do outdoor stuff, Gemma. Like, all the times we suggest it to you, you've never done it, and now you've uploaded like 3 on the bounce. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I've got Shani to thank for that, because she's kind of said about being outside and stuff, and I'm like, I really need to get my backside outside more. So I'm like trying to go out, go for walks, and show people outside my local town. I'm like, I can do it. If Shani can do it on the public bus, then I've got no excuse. So I need to be outside, and yeah, you've been motivating me to do that. So I have you to thank for that. So it's really fun, because I'm actually going outside with my selfie stick, and I'm like, hi, and I'm just like showing outside of my selfie stick on my phone. So yeah, it's quite nice for me to go outside and be like, I'm not scared anymore. I was nervous, but now I'm like, you know what, if I'm vlogging, I'm vlogging. I don't really think about it. I'm just like, okay, do my vlog, act a bit goofy, put it up. And as you'll probably see, my nephew was in the video, and he was like, hi, subscribe to Auntie Gemma's channel, and like he was trying to promote me. I'm like, you have to do that. He's like, please. I'm like, okay. So he was trying to promote me, and it was like, oh, you got your nephew. I'm like, yeah, 6-year-old who wants to do YouTube is, yeah.
My brother's like that. He wants to do YouTube, and he's 8. And mum and dad are like, oh, you two can do that together. My mum and dad were like, you two can do that together. That'd be a great project. Straight away, I went flat out, no.
No way.
Nope, not gonna happen. One, I'm not only managing my channel, I'm also managing my dad's YouTube channel. My dad's getting a channel started for his band.
Way.
Yeah, I'm helping Alana with her YouTube channel. I'm helping Ben with a business project. I'm helping Posh Notions, Bonnie. I just revamped her channel yesterday, and I'm helping her with a new collaboration. Yep, you like I do not have time. When Angus is older, I will teach him how to do it for himself, but he's gonna have to do it. I'm not gonna sit there and edit Beyblade's videos for hours when I'm gonna edit my dad's music videos for his band, or make gig posters, hopping on live streams. Like, no. I got enough work, okay? I got enough work. Exactly. I gotta put a line. He's too young. I'm just terrified of my brother being online as well. He's only 8.
Yeah, it's too young.
Too young for me. Yeah, exactly. When he's older and he's more switched on and all of that, I can teach him all the rules, like copyright laws and all of that. Kids don't get that.
No, they don't. They think it's just fun to be on a camera. It's like, oh, I can do what you do. No, you can't, because you don't get the comments. You have to check for trolls, and it's so much to do with YouTube. YouTube is exhausting. It's not just doing interviews and pre-records. It's replying to comments and get rid of trolls and hateful comments. And I'm like, you can't just do it in one click. I spend hours going through my channel every day. I'm like, I still haven't even caught up from a week ago. I'm still going back. I'm like, oh, oops. I'm like, so it's the thing of catch up as well.
Yeah, and you need to monitor a kid's channel. Like, it's different if like my parents were doing it for him and they were monitoring it because he's a minor and whatnot. But I can't do it. I legitimately, I don't have the time. So I did have to push back, and I said, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't have time to do it. And if he wants to do videos for fun, put them on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, do something like that. He doesn't have to have a YouTube channel. He can have Facebook. There's TikTok as well. Use TikTok. Make fun 8-second videos, like, you know, what you used to with Vine or something. Yeah. YouTube, it's much harder. It's more time consuming. I don't have time to manage yet another YouTube channel. I've already got 6 on my plate. Including mine, which is like every single day. So
you're incredible. I don't know how you do it. Like, managing just mine is like, what?
lots of
Yeah.
naps, very frequent naps. In the afternoon, I've been napping a good hour to 2 hours, and then I'm back up, do a bit more work. Bit of therapy. I'm watching The Golden Girls at the moment on television.
Okay.
Yeah, just watch some TV. And then I talk to Ben mostly. So
I kind of do the TV thing as well. Like, I watch a lot of DVDs. Like, I'll come off YouTube, go and watch a DVD in my lounge, and I'll come back, have an hour or so on YouTube. And I'm like, okay, dinner time. Take another hour off. And people are like, how do you do that, Gemma? You're on YouTube constantly. I'm like, yeah, because I leave my page logged in. So I'm like, I may not be at the computer, but I'm around. I'm in the back doing my dinner or in the lounge watching the TV. And people are like, but you're still replying. I'm like, yep, because I go back and check on the laptop. I'm like, oh, comment. Hi, how are you? And then I talk to people, and people are like, you never have a break. I'm like, yes, I just, in between sleeping and getting up, I then active, and I'm like, oh, message, okay. So when I wake up and I see your message, I'm like, oh, Shani's messaged me. So I'm like, morning, I've just got up. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's busy. It's busy, and trying to keep up with everyone as well. It's not only our channels and whatnot. It's the people we subscribe to. It's the people that we support that support us as well. Like it's crazy busy. It's like a full-time job, a part-time job, and a casual job.
Yep, all wrapped into one. That's why it affects chronic health, because you kind of have to learn to rest and take that time off. And I know you said to me before, Gemma, how much time are you taking off? And I'm like, and then I don't realize how much it affects my sleep. And then when I do crash, I'm like, oh, I've had 2 hours sleep. I'm like, let's go back on YouTube. I'm like, no, Gemma, take time off, go for a walk, go and do something else. And I'm like, stop panicking about YouTube. It can wait a little while. I'm like, but. I'm like, nope. So I have to learn to just walk away and have a break and be like, no.
Well, I'm the same. I think we're both bad for that. We're both passionate about what we do. This isn't just fun for us, it's a mission. We're on a mission for, chronic health, chronic illness, awareness, that sort of thing. And so once you get the bug, once you get, the passion sort of and the momentum, you don't want to stop. But I'm very lucky way that all of my moderators and my friends online, they tell me off, literally, and just go, right, what are you doing out of bed? What time is it for you? Especially Ben. I swear he has a clock. He has a clock. He must have it on his phone, and he's always checking the time. If it's like 1:30 in the morning, I might wake up because I need to go to the bathroom or something, and then I'll check my phone. Of course, there's notifications, so I'll kind of just clear those out. So I have less in the morning. If he catches me on social media, he's messaging me going, what are you doing up? Go back to bed. So, in a loving way, he tells me, oh, go back to bed, woman, get some sleep. You're up at 4 in the morning. You can leave your phone for a couple of hours. I'm like, but messages and comments.
Yeah, I do that. I have my iPhone on silent vibrate, and I wake up to go to the bathroom like you do, and I'm like, no, Gemma, it's 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Go back to bed. So I'm like, turn off, ignore it. A couple of hours later, I'll get up. I'm like, oh, okay, now I can reply. But I'm like, nope, 3 o'clock in the morning is no. I'm not doing it. So I turn it off. It's just like yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I had a total karma moment this morning. I was up at about 1:30. And funnily enough, Ben did messages going, what are you doing away? I'm like, notifications, like, go back to bed. I'm like, okay, I will. Of course I didn't. I was like, just a couple more minutes. I just get rid of these notifications. Do you know what happens? I'm lying in bed. Guess what happens to my phone? Boom.
Goes off.
Lands on my face. It slips out of my hand and lands on my face. And I kind of just laid there for a moment. Like, okay, that was karma for me telling a little fib that I was going back to so my phone. I was holding it up, like just swiping, and just went, meow. I'm like, crap.
I woke up with that yesterday. Like, I woke up and my phone literally stuck to my face like this, and I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh no. I've woke up with my phone literally cemented on my face like that. I'm like, I really need to stop sleeping with my phone in my bed. It's literally, now my phone is off and on the side of my bedside drawer. So I'm like, nope, not looking at it now. Go away.
Yeah, I put it on silent. Otherwise, all I hear is zzz, like constantly all night. I've got like 4 or 5 social media, so there's constantly like notifications. And our group chat, the Chronic Health Panel group chat, is just hilarious.
Yeah, I was in there just now a little while ago. Yeah,
they're hilarious peeps in there. They're good people, really good people.
They are.
They don't stop talking.
Yeah, so I woke up yesterday morning, and the first thing I did was check Twitter. I knew that the group had been chatting. I was like scanning through the comments. I'm like, whoa, I missed all these. Whoopsie. I'm like, hi, how are you? And like scan up. I'm like, and I see you that you'd wrote to me. I'm like, hi, Shani, how are you? I'm like, I'm scanning up again. I'm like, John. I'm like, oops. So everyone's like writing to me. I'm like, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, sent it to the wrong groups. I was meant to send a message to Bonnie about some of the work I did on her channel. I sent it to the group chat instead. Fortunately, there wasn't anything like private in there, but Ben's just like, hun, I think you did it at the wrong chat. I'm like, crap. He's like,
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He went, how much caffeine have you had, honey? I went, too much. I'm an energizer now.
We're both hard. We're both them kind of people who are constantly non-stop on the go. We constantly need to be doing something. As if someone says to me, Gemma, go to bed, I'll try, but then an hour later I'm still sitting here going, I can't sleep, I'm bored. I'll go on YouTube and people are either live streaming or something like use up, and I'm like, oh, bingo, okay, someone's talking to me. I'm like, okay. And I stay up and people are like, Gemma, it's nearly 5 a.m. for you. What are you doing up? I'm like, can't sleep. So I'm just like chatting to people, and like I was up till 6:30 yesterday morning on a live stream, and I finally got an email from someone on Twitter going, Gemma, I see you're online again. It's 6 a.m. I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed now. So I was here like laptop off, unplugged my headphones, went to bed for 3 hours, then got up, went to my best friend, had some dinner. My friend's like, Gemma, you look exhausted. I'm like, yeah, I had like 3 hours sleep, and she was like, I'm gonna kill you, Gemma, if you want to do this. I'm like, yeah, and I come home earlier, had like 2 hours sleep, and then I got your message. I was like, okay, let's go. So I was like, boom. Just like
we're like enabling each other with the live streams. Like we're live stream enablers. We've got an addiction, everyone.
Yeah.
We enable each other.
Definitely, it's a good thing though, because like you say, it carries on that discussion and helps people with any that support to go, oh well, Gemma's gone live, hop over to here and she'll help you. And sometimes if you're in bed, I might be up doing something. I'm like, well, if you want some support, I'm up, I'm live streaming. So for me, it's instead of me being bored right now, sitting here going, oh, I can't sleep because it's hot and I'm bored, I want nothing else to do. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live, chat to people, and just be like, if you want to chat, cool, I'm up. So it's a case of me just keeping myself busy rather than sitting here going, I can't sleep. What's the point in me being in bed if I can't sleep? I might as well be helping someone. So I might as well just live stream and chill out with other people. Hey, Ralph, good to see you. Don't talk, can't sleep. I go through that all the time. Yep, me and Shani deal with that all the time.
Every day. And, on my channel this morning, we talked about, a day in the life of a chronic health sufferer. Right now, we're talking a day in the life of a YouTuber with chronic health.
Yeah.
Again, we're literally proving just by this conversation that you can still have a life. You can still do the things that you're passionate about. You make compromises. Yeah. Should we be getting more sleep? Absolutely. Will we? Probably not. Because we love what we're doing.
Yeah. I'll be up now for the rest of the day. Like I was going to go to bed, but I'll stay up now. I'll be up for the rest of the day, and then I'll crash like probably 5-6 hours. Then I'll be up again. I'll be like, okay, I've had a nap. I'm good. I don't know how I do it, but I think I work on time zone differences. I'm like, okay, I'm up. It's American time. Oh, I'm up. The Aussies are up. So I'm like, okay. So I'm used to it.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Yeah, working in at least 3 different time zones at one time. And in Australia, we have more than one time zone as well. So it's usually 4 or 5.
Okay. I didn't know that. So yeah. I guess I know you said that you're in Adelaide, aren't you? You said.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got cousins who are in Perth, so I don't know if they're on the same time zone as you, or if you're in a.
No, they're at the top of the country. I'm down the bottom of the country.
Oh, okay. So. Oh wow, okay. So I always thought that Adelaide and Perth were near each other, because on the map, when you look at Australia, it looks like they're close together. But obviously now you're saying that, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
No, we're both smack in the middle. So if you look at like middle of the map, at the top middle you've got Perth. Wait, no, Perth is in Western Australia, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Darwin. Sorry, I was thinking Darwin. So sorry, yeah, to the west. You've got Perth, and then sort of like the next state over is South Australia. So yeah, so sorry. I'm getting, I'm not a great Aussie, am I? I don't have much of the accent. I don't even know where I am half the time.
You do have the accent in some of your words you say. Like when you say Australia sometimes, I'm like, oh.
Aussie.
Yeah.
Oi, oi, oi. G'day, mate. Someone said, good day, mate. I'm like, g'day. How you doing?
Container Man just joined. Hey.
Hey, Roy.
Good to see you.
He's a love your guts groupie. He's a Crohn's chick groupie.
Yes, he's the one with the funky t-shirt. Guys, merch link. Shani has merch and she has wonderful merch. I've just bought myself some. I can't wait to get it. If you want to go and support my wonderful sister here, please go and get some of her merch. I will link it in my video description, and so go there and check it out. She has some really creative stuff on there. It's really, really cool. So go and check that out. And also, if you want to try and help her out with meeting Ben, please consider doing a little donation, and every little penny helps to get Ben over to her. So if you would consider it, it would be awesome to help them out. So thank you, Roy. I appreciate that. And her channel is in the chat. So if you want to go over and subscribe, all you have to do is copy that link and it will bring you straight to her page. And yeah, she's an awesome, awesome lady. And the future is going to be very, very bright with her on my channel. She's going to be always very welcome on my channel. And she's my sister. And I know she has another live stream to go on to. So I don't want to keep her energy levels zapped if she needs to go and rest up and get ready for her stream with the StreamYard people. But go and check her out. She's my lovely sister and she's a really cool channel. So yeah, I thank Shani for her time, and I really, really appreciate you being on here, and I shall let you go so you can get ready for your StreamYard chat. It's going to go awesome. Let me know how it goes.
I will. It should be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me on the channel, and take care, everyone in the chat. It was great meeting you all.
Take care, Shani. Thank you for being on here, lovely. Have a great day. Love you too. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. So that was Shani from the Crohn's Chick. If anyone else wants to come on the panel right now, Premier Hell or who else is here right now? Premier Hell, if you're still on, if you want to come and talk to me, I will link the stream. I'm going to put the StreamYard link. I'm still live right now. I'm going to be staying live if people want to come on. Premier Hell, if you're here. Brother, if you're still here. I've dropped the link for you if you're still here, brother. Or anyone who wants to come on and chat for a bit. Before I end the stream, I'll stay on for about another probably 20 minutes or so before I wrap up. But yeah, that was Shani from That Crohn's Chick. If you want to come on. Yeah, if anyone wants to come on and have a chat with me. If not, I will end the stream now and wrap it up. But I hope you're all awesome. And if there is Premier Hell, if you're still here, or anyone who knows me very well would like to come on the panel for a little while before I wrap the stream up, then feel free to hop on and speak to me. So let me check. I've got right, okay. Got that. That's cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, so guys, if you want to come and chat to me, if anyone wants to have a chat before I end the stream, I know there's 5 of you here right now. But yeah, Shani has got to go on to another stream. So yeah, if you want to come on here, if there's anyone who wants to come on. If not, I want to wrap up the stream, guys. Because it is like 2 a.m. UK GMT time right now on Wednesday. So I'm going to probably wrap it up if there's no one here who wants to come on. You're welcome, Shani. Take care. Have a great day, my sister. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. And let me know how the StreamYards meeting goes. Send me a message on Twitter and we can catch up after your meeting. Yeah, but guys, if you want to come on, I've just dropped the StreamYard link in the chat. If not, I'm going to end the broadcast. And if you want to reach me on Twitter, you can reach me. I will put my Twitter link in the chat so you can reach out to me privately on my Twitter. I know Shani already has my Twitter link, but I will put it in the chat for anyone else that doesn't follow me. So yeah, there we go. That's my Twitter link. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that's the best way to get hold of me. because I'm not very active on my email. So if you want to get hold of me on Twitter and DM me and follow me, then I will get back to you as soon as I am able to. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a stream about chronic health and get people to understand it and the judgments that get put against people like me and people like Shani who live independent lives regardless of our label and our diagnoses. So I try people to kind of understand and kind of get a bit of education and hear it from the first-hand person who has inspired me to change the direction of my channel and kind of open the world up a little bit more here on my channel. And yeah, if no one else wants to come on, guys, I'm gonna wrap the stream up. I have been streaming an hour and 5 minutes now. If no one else wants to pop in, I will consider the stream finished. And then I will end the stream. If anyone wants to reach me on Twitter, you can send me a message. And I thank you for all being here with me. Unless you want to send me a quick message to come on. But if not, thank you so much for being here, guys. I will end the stream now. And take care. And like Shani says, love your guts. Until next time, we will see you on the next stream. And have a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, where you are in the world. Remember that I love you. You're blessed, special people to me. And yeah, oh, we just got a new person in the room. I'm just about to end the stream. And until next time, guys, love who you are. And I will always be here to support you. Bye, guys.